Hey everybody, it's Jenny McGarvey and I'm back with you today again for a new plan with me in my classic happy planner. There is a look at last week, the week of January 30th through February 5th. It's crazy to think that we're already into February, isn't it? I'm going to plan this week with the kit from the Planner Society. You can see the cute bags that the planners come in, and I'm going to use the stickers from the main kit and then also the box sticker kits. They're two different kits, and I subscribe to both of those together. And I shared with you a little bit of the washi, and then I'm going to flip through really quick the stickers that I'm going to use. Those tiny ones are all mostly decorative. The box stickers are the ones where I'll get my function. And there's a wide variety of things, a few different decorative elements and a few different functional elements. I plan on really heavily bringing in my stamps as well. You can see how I did my pre-planning all on a bunch of sticky notes. It looks kind of like a hot mess this week. And not only that, but it looks like I have a lot going on. So let's get started. I'm going to flip through the stickers and see where I should start. I know that I want to add a few decorative elements, and I know that I don't want to go too crazy with it, just like normal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down my to-do list in the center box for Monday. I'm still working on changing up my to-dos, keeping them scattered throughout the column. I'm going to just use that cute little cleaning icon to notate the cleaning for the day. And then also I'm going to pull out a stamp from Sweet Stamp Shop to mark a reminder that I have as well, but I'm only going to do that after I put down an activity later in the bottom. Now, my thought process for changing the to-do list is two reasons. One, you know that I love to change up the layout of my pages. I don't want them to be stagnant and have the same thing across the top or the bottom. And then second of all, I want to see what works best. Now, as you can see from my stamping, I'm using my VersaFine ink pad, and I get a lot of questions and I see a lot of questions about stamping. And to be perfectly honest with you, if you haven't bought anything yet, but you're thinking about it, just buy the VersaFine. I'm telling you, it is great. You're going to get great results and you will not find yourself frustrated with it. I cannot say the same is true for the really inexpensive ink pads that you're going to pick up at Michael's or in the dollar spot or anything like that. Now, if you're an experienced stamper, you'll be able to make them work. But for new stampers, I just highly recommend biting the bullet and buying the VersaFine. As you can see, I'm pulling out a bunch of my stamp sets from Sweet Stamp Shop. There's a bunch of different things that I want to incorporate this week, so I will be leaning on a whole bunch of different sets. I thought it would be really fun to add some stamping this week, as I haven't done that in a while. Now right now I'm stamping out for my meal planning at the bottom, and as you can see I added the cutlery, the plate, the knife, the fork, and the spoon with the pink ink. And then I'm going to take the word dinner and I'm going to ink it with the black VersaFine, and I am going to put that in a vertical way right next to the cutlery. And I haven't done this one in a long time, but I really do love the way it looks. So my guess, if I was a guessing person, is that that will make a comeback big time, because I really do love the way that looks down there, especially when I'm incorporating different colors together as well. Now you can see for Monday, one of my favorite things to do, which is to change up all of my different events. So use a bullet point, use a sticker for an activity, do a little bit of stamping. That's my most favorite way to plan. Now, because I know that I don't have that many activities for Tuesday, I'm going to go ahead and put down a decorative sticker. And I love using decorative elements. However, I really only ever incorporate a couple each week, and that is twofold. I like to be functional, and really I don't have a whole lot of room. So that's one of the reasons that you won't find a whole lot of decorative elements. Now I took this stamp set from Scraptastic Club and I sort of modified it a little bit. I turned one upside down, so then now they create this really cute little circle in the center, and I can stamp the little basketball icon right there. I saw this somewhere. I couldn't even begin to tell you where. I wish I had written it down, but I just really love the way this looks. I can add the time and the activity, and it's really kind of fun. I'll have to work on adding my handwriting to it in the future to make that part of it look a little bit better, but overall the idea is wonderful. Now, as you can see, my to-do list went back down to the bottom, and I am creating the header out of a couple of different stamps, just the little word and then the arrow. And it's really cute and fun and just a different way to change up the whole thing. Now, as I've mentioned before, I still use my phone a lot for planning in terms of things that are on websites or in text messages. I just refer back to those. I don't necessarily write them down or pre-plan for them, just based on a whole myriad of things, but mostly because they're still on my phone and I can refer to them. Now I've written the late start in the top with my Tombow pen, and then now in the bottom I am including an activity, and right on top of that little box sticker I also put that little header of today. It's really cute and I love incorporating the two together. Now I've pulled out the second half of the week, and unfortunately I completely forgot to add my to-do list for Wednesday, silly me. So I'm going to pull out a stamp and I'm going to use the versified ink again just to stamp out that list right there. Now I'm also going to pull out an old favorite, which is this Stuff to Do stamp. It's a really old one from Big Picture classes, so you're not able to purchase this one anymore, but it's definitely just my favorite way to put down a header. And I'm going to use a different color, that bright pink that I used down at the bottom for the meal planning. I really love it. It's a fun way to tie back together some of the colors in the stickers also. Okay, so now I can start working on the right-hand side of the page. I used the clipboard sticker again for my to-do list, and then now I'm going to work on the meal planning down at the bottom. Now I'm actually doing it the opposite way this time. I started with the word dinner, and then I'm going to add the plate, fork, knife, and spoon stamp after it. Let's just call it the cutlery stamp from here on out, okay? And I'm going to keep the color scheme, however, and I'm really just so tickled that I brought this back because I think it looks fabulous and I love it. So now I can start putting back down my activities and events for the rest of the week. And as you can see, there's actually quite a bit of planning still to go. Sometimes in my planner, this half of the week ends up being a little bit lighter, but I do not think that's probably true going into the spring when baseball starts. So as you can see, I added a couple of different stickers together to incorporate just a little header. I just thought it would be a really cute little way to notate today, just really more decorative than anything else. And I've pulled out this stamp from Scraptastic Club and I love it. I love, love, love it. It's super functional, yet adds a little bit of room for that little icon in the circle, but you have plenty of room to write, plenty of room for all of the details that you might need to incorporate. So you can see I used the fuchsia ink pad to put the little basketball stamp in the circle, and I love the way it all ties together and still remains super functional. The other good thing about it is that you could use any color ink you wanted to stick with your color palette for the week. So now I've also used a sticker to notate an activity, and again, it's back to that balance of different things. I love including all of the different things: stickers, stamps, bullet point stickers, big box stickers, all of them together. Now, as you can see, I've put my to-do list back in the center, and I like to leave a little bit of room below it. So that's kind of what I actually like about using the top or the center box, is that it leaves me some room. So if I have a couple of extra things that I want to accomplish, I can just add those below the checklist. Whereas in the bottom box, I don't have as much flexibility because that's where I do my meal planning as well. Now you can see I put the activity in the Friday morning spot and I turned that sticker on its side, and that's old news. I do that all the time, so that's not a new thing. But with this type of sticker, it's absolutely new. I've never tried it before and I do really like it. It's fun. Now on Saturday, I am breaking out some of my Sweet Stamp Shop More Tabs stamps. I love that box. I love how crisp and clean it is. And then paired with this sticker right below, I think it looks fantastic because you have that really angular and basic paired with the floral and not quite a very feminine, and I think they look great. Now again, my Scraptastic Club stamp turned on its side, and then I will use a little icon sticker as well just to notate that it's a baseball activity. And I love changing these things up because it fills the boxes in different ways. So maybe you didn't have anything else going on and that is a little bit more effective for you. But I also just love the way that it just keeps my eye moving all over the place because I have so many different shapes and sizes here. Now for the last activity on Saturday, I'm just using the little bullet point sticker to change it up a little bit, and I love that because if you look at Saturday, there's just so many different elements at play, and I think it looks fantastic. Now for Sunday, I'm kind of a little bit trying to figure out while I'm doing all of this what I'm going to do for this one particular activity. So I put the header down, I screw it up, I have to pull it up and then re-stick it down. And then I use my Flair pen to write the majority, 75% of the activity. And then I break out my Tombow brush pen to write the last part because I didn't want it to all be in the script. I felt like it might be more effective if I just had one word there. So now I'm basically finished. I mean, I'm not 100%. I still want to add a few decorative elements, but by and large, I'm done. So now I'm going to put the floral little box sticker. I love using these florals. They're just absolutely beautiful, and it's just a fun way to be able to add some feminine touches to my life by having these really pretty planner layouts since they're just for me, and that's kind of how I'm looking at a whole lot of my crafts these days. Now, as you can see, I am putting down a few of the decorative stickers in different parts where I have room. So the little floral up in the corner, the bow over in the middle, you know, just those types of things because I think they look really good, but I'm trying to also make sure to not overdo it because I don't want to look like a sticker sneeze or a bunch of stickers threw up or anything like that. So putting them in just in key little places is a really great way to have them be super cute yet not obnoxious either. Now, as you can see, I'm opening up my washi tape. This is the last step. I'm just going to add a little bit of washi for decoration and I'm all set. I'm going to first use this yellow gingham in a couple of different places. It's really so stinking cute. If you would have asked me like 3 or 4 weeks ago if I would have liked yellow gingham, I would have been a solid resounding no. But since I'm really into yellow these days, and this yellow gingham is just super cute for some reason. I'm not exactly sure why I'm drawn to it, but I am. So as you can see, it's all just really coming together really well and looks very nice. And I've added a little bit more than I normally would, but I really am enjoying it. Now I'm going to pull up that little bit of this bird so I can add this last bit of floral washi, and that's it. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching my video. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, please leave me a thumbs up, and if you have any questions, leave it in the box below, and I will do my very best to get back to you. Thank you so much, and make it a great day.